Hi, I'm Gigi.
And I'm Jeff.
And today we're hiking on Mount Etna. Well, you can we're walking.
Yeah.
Not really hiking, but
It's a nature walk.
yes, because it's turning fall. You can feel it in the air. And for mental health, it's very important that you get outside in nature and be able to enjoy the fresh air. And it's just good to be in nature, isn't it?
Yes, always good to be outside.
Yeah.
Fresh air and sunshine, vitamin D.
Yeah.
Hi, everyone. Jeff here. And Gigi. We're up here at Mount Etna, and we're just walking through this park area. Just looking right up towards Mount Etna. You notice that this flow here is probably more recent. And when I say more recent, I don't mean last week or the week before. This was probably within the last 100 years or something. And there's hardly anything growing on it, as you can see. And it's just amazing how many millions and millions of tons of lava have come out of that volcano and gone all the way down behind me, all the way down to the valley in the direction of Catania. Amazing.
It is amazing. So this is where we came for our congregation cookout when we first arrived in Sicily. In our new congregation, the Guanachas were here. We met Fitz and Paula and Luke and Tiziana and the kids and all the friends in the congregation. It was great. So we came up here and were able to enjoy each other's company. So here we are in the woods. Oh, it smells so good. So this is the table that we ate at. I remember we had it all with chairs and everyone sitting around talking. The deep woods, the sound of silence. And this is where we cooked. I remember we had to like kind of run down to the edge there, and everyone sat all their grills along that ledge. Do you remember that, Jeff?
Yeah, absolutely. There's a fire pit still there, still on the backside of that tree right there.
Oh, okay. So this is nice.
Wonderful place.
Yeah.
Great.
So peaceful and quiet. There's not a soul here.
No dogs barking, no horns blowing.
No. Just
no kids crying.
The peace of woods.
Nature at its finest.
Yeah. Pine trees. So here we are in the woods, and it made us think about when we were kids.
That was a long time ago.
It was a long time ago.
Yes.
And we were able to like walk in the woods. Nobody thought about getting kidnapped or anything. We walked in our woods. So we would have backpacks. Now I lived in a little bit more rural area than Jeff. Jeff, were you on the Cape?
Well, on the Cape, near the coast.
Yeah. And so we were thinking about what we each had in our backpacks. If you know me, I always had water and art supplies.
And if you know me, I always had food. Plenty of food and water. And usually some kind of weapon. For whatever reason.
Oh my. So the differences between us are so funny because I probably wore flip-flops in the woods and laid down and looked up at the sky and, sang songs and had music and my art supplies. And Jeff?
I was always looking for animals and various things in nature. We'd go down by the seashore and then up the dunes, up into the woods. And always have food and water with you. Always have decent shoes on, some kind of sneakers or something where you wouldn't lose your footing.
A compass.
A compass. I usually had some kind of a knife in case you had to make a fire or in case you had to cut a piece of rope or something for whatever you were doing.
Yeah.
Or whatever you came across. But same basic thing. Loved it to get out in nature and
Yeah.
just enjoy the beauty.
Yeah, we both enjoy doing that, being outside and just feeling the peace and calm, the trees. I love trees, and the sky and everything that God gave us. So I hope
Beautiful.
you're enjoying it too. Ciao.
Ciao, ciao.
Okay, so here we are at the top of the mountain, and it's interesting because we just looked over there and you can see where the cable cars are. It's it goes up to the mountain in a gondola.
Gondola.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cable car type thing.
Yeah. So it made us think when Eladio and Louise were with us and we
Yes.
went up. Oh my gosh.
We went up in the cable car, and up at where the cable car stops, there's a restaurant and another station there. And from there, you have to rent. It gets very cold up on top, so you have to rent coats, and they take you up in a 4-wheel drive vehicle to get right to the very top of it. But we didn't do that. They did, and we hung out in the restaurant, in the lounge there, or whatever, and had a cocktail or two. And then we had to come back down. And
Oh no. First of all, poor Louise, she's afraid of heights and
Yes.
she did not want to go in that car. And we kind of talked her into it.
Yep.
So it was terrible when we were coming down. What happened?
Well, on the way down, the top of Etna gets a lot of weather changes very quickly. And a storm blew in, and there was some rain and lightning and thunder. And don't you know, we were coming down in the cable car, and lightning struck the cable car and blew out the power. So we were swinging in midair, not going anywhere. And, well, the rest you'll
Louise.
see in the video.
Oh yeah, I have some footage. Oh my, that was a long time ago, but I
Yes,
think
it was.
I think I can find that.
We were there about 30 minutes, 40 minutes maybe, before they finally got it fixed. Probably
Right.
blew out some kind of fuse or transformer or whatever.
Yeah.
And they did get it fixed, and we got down safely. But it was an experience.
It was. That was. I guess we're reminiscing today, aren't we?
Yeah.
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 But-
Well, we're old. That's what old people do.
Yeah, but it is really nice here. So we hope you're enjoying it along with us. one of the things I wanted to talk a little bit about was how it's so different now being in Sicily compared to normally, because a lot of things are still closed. People are very worried because there's been a few new breakouts, especially in the camps. So that's been a concern. So we're still continuing to isolate, and so it's really not as different of isolating in the United States as it is here. We are able to go out like today and be in nature, and we still have our Zoom meetings, and we're able to stay close to our friends back home. We have a family Zoom night, which is always fun to see my dad and my brothers and sister, and staying even in touch with friends midweek. Our service group that we have from the United States, I'm so happy that we can still get together with Stacy and Vanessa and Jessica, and it's helpful to be able to keep in touch with everyone. So stay close, be safe, and know that if you are traveling, it's not going to be like a normal travel time. It is a pandemic. Hope it's helpful information for you.
Okay, as you can see behind me, the one of the lava flows came right down through this area, and I think the city of Catania has been attacked by the lava flow 7 times throughout history, and ruined, burned it, melted it down, whatever, changed it completely. And you can see there's just millions and millions of tons of lava that came out of that volcano over the various eruptions over the years. It's amazing how big this is, and how much a volcano can produce when it's really angry.
Okay, well, I hope you enjoyed our trip to Mount Etna. I'm glad you came along with us. And a special shout out to our grandsons, Christian and Kane.
Yes.
We miss you.
Hi guys, we miss
Big
you.
hugs.
And listen, I have a little homework assignment for you.
Uh-oh.
I want you to look up some facts on Mount Etna, because the facts I know could be false or true or not accurate at all. But nonetheless, I'm sure if you get on the internet, you can find out everything we need to know about Mount Etna, like how tall it is, the number of times it has erupted, and the number of times the city of Catania in Sicily has been affected by it. Some neat facts to go along with the video. And maybe we can put them on include them in the next video, so that everybody will have the true story.
So we're happy that you came along and hope you enjoyed our day together.
As much as we enjoyed it.
Yes, we did.
We'll see you again.
Okay, ciao for now.